The SCM muscle is located in the upper neck. Now, as you can see, that it extends from the skull all the way down to the clavicle. So as you start to begin to understand a little bit of how it works with having TMJ, having eustachian tube dysfunction, having tinnitus, having all these related ear conditions, it has a lot to do with this particular muscle. Now, when this muscle, there's pain and sensations and tension in this muscle, it can cause a limited range of motion, in terms of how well you're able to extend and rotate that muscle around. Now, this could be due to a lot of reasons, and I'm going to go over those as well. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is how some of the common issues with this muscle being out of whack or having tension or inflammation is headaches, problems with the ear. Now, as you can see, if we zoom in a little bit, that muscle goes all the way right here to the base of the skull, right near a lot of nerves and endings and joints by that ear. And when you have issues with eustachian tube dysfunction, you may not be aware that that could be a lot of what's causing the problems of what you're dealing with. And this could be due to poor posture, could be due to just an injury. You play a sport over time, you could be putting a lot of strain on that muscle. Looking down at your cell phone, texting, straining. We all are doing these things and not aware of it. So I do want to make sure of that you're aware that this muscle, both these muscles here, can get really tense over time. And again, with work at home, remote life, we're sitting at our computers, not really getting up and really doing the stretching and things like that. But let me go over a few things that you can do to help prevent some of these issues, as well as ways to heal it for you. One of the best things we can do to healing ourselves from this condition or having problems with the SCM muscle, the sternocleidomastoid muscle, is you can definitely want to start massaging. You want to put a lot of emphasis on massaging. And it sounds very basic. And here at the Jaye Wellness Studio, we're all about going back to the basics in terms of healing. We want to make sure to massage that muscle heavily. Now, I have videos as well on my channel that I can link to in the description of muscles that you are going to be utilizing to massage. And so we want to start doing that consistently. Now, I think that's where I throw or lose people, is the consistent part. We lose people in that sense because we do something maybe 2 or 3 days and then we're expecting some results. And we do need to be doing that. I would always say at least 2 weeks. Give yourself at least 2 weeks of doing something consistently. Massages are going to help relax the muscle, release tension, improve range of motion. This is going to help heal it over time. 2, stretching. That's a little different than massaging. Stretching, we want to start extending this muscle. This muscle gets extremely think of it as like rubber bands. When you pull them, they're a little more flimsy, a little more easier to manage. When they're real scrunched up and tight, they break. So we want to make sure to start stretching. That'll extend this muscle here, not in the sense of extending the length, but it stretches the muscle out so it's a little more relaxed, so it's a little more flimsier to move around. And then heat therapy. Heat therapy is extremely good with keeping the muscles calm, because we're using these 2 muscles all day, every day, constantly. And I mentioned a few things of reasons of what we're doing to make those muscles get upset with us, but we want to be sure to do heat therapy. It kind of goes without saying, anytime your muscles are tense, heat is a good way to go. Number 4, I didn't really mention numbers, but number 4 is posture is extremely important. Look at the posture here on the anatomy animation here. This is how we should be, but we tend to have our head going downwards, and this can really throw a lot of things off. This muscle is not meant to hold our heads up, and our heads are extremely heavy. We're talking at least 10 to 12 pounds for an adult, and so we want to be sure that our posture is in check. We got to improve our posture over time. That's going to reduce straining. And then exercising in general. Everyone knows exercise is going to be a game changer. In general, getting the blood flow going. Better exercise, better blood flow equals better health, better digestion, better sleep, which also in turn helps heal the muscles, get your body back into good performance there. And last but not least, ice therapy is extremely well. That's going to help combat inflammation. Once you do the heat, rotate from heat to cold, and you'll see that they work great with each other. And so doing this over time, I can almost bet that you'll start seeing some changes. Give yourself at least 14 days though. We skip days in between, then we're gonna have to make those days up. So I hope this video was very helpful. I hope you got some information out of this. Just keep in mind this muscle has a lot to do with ear related conditions, and in healing the SCM muscle is going to help heal your ears. Take care everybody, and I will talk to you real soon.